Hey, this is Mr. Coker, and this video is about finding the volume of a cylinder and the volume of a cone. These two are very similar to each other. There's one difference between the two. So, volume of a cylinder, we do pi times radius squared times height. Now, let's look at each one of those. So we're finding the volume of pi, the volume equals pi, times the radius squared. Now if you look at the circle here, at the base, we have a 24, but the 24 is a diameter. The radius would be half of the diameter. So we have to do 24 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 gives us 12, and that is our radius. 12, half of 24, squared times 10. So pi times radius squared times height. The radius is 12, the height is 10, so we do pi times 12 squared times 10. And you put that in a calculator, and it will give you 4,523.9. Make that neater. And that would be the answer. 4,523.9. Hopefully that's really easy. Once again, you're going to do pi times radius squared times 10. Times height. In this example, it's 10. Getting ahead of myself. Pi times radius squared times height. In this example, that's pi times 12 squared times 10. And this would be our answer. Well, hopefully that's pretty simple. But what about if we have, I'm going to do another problem off of our worksheet for today. What if we have a problem, and pause this if you need to. Pause it because I'm going to erase. Let's say that we have something that looks like this. Let's say we have this. I have a circle. It's the base. That'll be our, actually, radius. $24. Well, let me put it all together so I don't want any confusion. Okay, so now here we have a cone. Instead of a cylinder, it's a cone. Now we're doing the same thing that we just did. We're going to do pi times radius squared times height. Only this time we divide by 3. So that is the only difference. We divide by 3. Now we're going to do pi times radius squared. Well, look at this problem. Notice this time the line doesn't go all the way across the circle. It doesn't go across the circle this time. That's because this time it's a radius that they give us. The first problem we did, they gave us a diameter. This time they give us a radius. It's 12, which was not ironically, but coincidentally the same radius we had last time, I guess. Pi times 12 squared, and our height is 24. only this time we also divide by 3. We divide by 3 because the cone has a lot of empty space which was filled up in a cylinder. So it's a one way to remember it's divided by 3 is it's a 3-dimensional object, therefore we divide by 3. I think that's a good way to remember. That won't work when we do pyramids in the next video, but that's okay. It'll work for part of the way, not for all of it, but I'll explain that in the next video. Anyway, for this video, what's important when you're doing a cone, pi times radius squared times height divided by 3. It's important to remember to divide by 3. When you do that, let me put it in, I'll put it in blank. This one will give us, I already did these, which is why I don't have a calculator. 3,619.1. Now, if you put this in and you did not divide by 3, you would get a number bigger than 10,000, which would be wrong. Therefore, make sure you divide by 3. Also, make sure that you put the correct number is a diameter or a radius. The first problem was a diameter that we were given. We had to divide that by 2 to get the radius. In this problem, we are given a radius. If we divided by 2, our answer would be wrong. So we want to make sure on this one, we just have a radius, so put that number directly into the problem. Anyway, that's it. So thanks for watching.